and welcome to another fantastic tutorial episode. My name is Dr. Wasabi, and today we are building the Golden Freddy plush from Sister Location. This was such a novel design when I came across it. I just thought how it looked like, because I know a lot of people have been doing kind of Minecraft plushies, so I thought, how could I build on those designs? So I decided to make my own very new Golden Freddy plush. Is a completely unique design. I do hope you like it. It is a quite big build. Not to break my own English, but it is 11 blocks front to back, 19 blocks tall, and 17 blocks from side to side. So it is a solid build size. Not as big as my man DJ Music Man, but it certainly is a solid build size. Now, the ingredients or blocks, I should say, for your build will be yellow terracotta, stripped birch wood. These two materials are very important. Make sure to have bulk of both, just so you don't have to go back and get more. You will also need polished blackstone slabs, smooth basalt, blocks of coal, polished blackstone buttons, birchwood stairs, stripped spruce wood, black wool, quartz slabs, and white wool. So there is your block palette for the Golden Freddy plush. This is a very, I would say, survival friendly build. There's not too many hard to get materials apart from the basalt and the deep slate, but the rest of the materials should be pretty easy to get if you know where to look. So I will get into a time lapse. So what we're going to do, we're going to build it, and I'm going to show you a comparison between the plush that we've made and a very special kind of a modification, which I'll leave to the end of the time lapse. So please make sure to stay tuned until then. So without further ado, let's get on with our time lapse. And we are back from our time lapse. Now let's see what we've done so far. Now this is, I just love what I've done with this. A lot of people do blocky kind of plushies, like do it in like cubes, like one cube's the arm, one cube's the leg. And although I have done that, I think it's that kind of 3D tint, that just additional 3D design that really lets the build kind of come to life, if you will. Now, many of you may have noticed that I actually had a block that I wasn't on the block palette. That is because this is an optional feature that I wanted to reveal to you. If you feel like the snout is too a bit too poly or less detailed in your opinion, then one thing you could do is add some stripped oak wood. Literally just 2 stripped oak wood down the middle, and it'll make a nice snout detail. Now, of course, it's not for everyone, so if you just want to keep it like this, that is completely fine also. I just wanted to bring that in case anyone else just thought it a bit weird how it's just one snout, because of course they do have a line down the middle. That was the one thing I wanted to add in. Now, of course, I did say, and you may have had a little sneak peek at the start of that, that we are having a second variation to this build. Of course, because with Golden Freddy, we have Fred Bear, which is the original Golden Freddy, not to be too lore heavy. So this is a not too big of a redesign. It's essentially the same body. We've just kind of changed the color palette from deep slate and coal block and basalt to a lovely purple, amethyst, and purple concrete. Now, of course, these are more difficult to get, so I would not blame you if you didn't want to do this. However, it does really pay off with these color changes, because it just gives you a whole bigger, well, I don't want to say panache, but it certainly does stand out a lot more, which is, I don't know, if you like Golden Freddy, you can do Golden Freddy. If you like Fredbear, you can do Fredbear. It's really up to you. On this variation, I actually did change the ears a bit to have a little floppy ear kind of effect. Well, it may be a bit bad if you have OCD, but I love it. It's just those little details that maybe it is flopping down or something like that. It's just those things that I just love, because it gives a build so much personality. So that has been our tutorial for the Golden Freddy plushie. If you do like what I do, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me greatly in spreading my channel amongst the algorithm and spreading my content to you amazing, just fantastic people. I do builds and tutorials in the weekends, and of course I do live streams when I'm able in the weekdays. I want to say good night to you from the bottom of my heart. Good night, and of course, as always, God bless.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.